Hi guys, it's me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lizzie, also known as her sassy self on the blogging world. I'm very nervous, if you couldn't tell. I'm going to do my first ever video today, and I thought I'd do a Q&A so you can all get to know me a little bit better, and it's not just you looking at a random person you know nothing about. So, I'm going to start with the easy ones first. Cats or dogs? Dogs, 100%. I have a beautiful Springer Spaniel crossed with a red setter. He's called Jasper. He is 14 now, so he's quite old, but I love him to pieces and I just adore dogs. I'm such a dog person. Favourite quote? The two that spring to mind are have courage and be kind. I know that's quite cheesy and it's from Cinderella, but it's just how I like to live my life. I like to just try and have as much courage as I can, trying to go into situations and just see what happens and just be kind along the way. But also bloom where you were planted. That just reminds me that no matter how rubbish the situation is around me, or no matter how lost I feel, I can always bloom. I can always make the best out of the situation. And it was actually my phone wallpaper before I started uni for the first time. So yeah, that's my favourite quote. Favourite item of clothing / jewellery you own? I'd say my necklace. My dad got this for me when I was 18, I think, my 18th birthday. That was the first milestone after mum passed away. And I wear it every day and it just reminds me that he's got me, and I just love it so much. Favourite item of clothing? Probably the prom dress I got with my mum before she passed away. That's really special to me. Favourite shop? I don't have a favourite shop, I don't think. I don't care enough about clothes or makeup or anything like that to have a favourite. I love cars and independent shops and supporting small businesses. That's all I'm about. So probably a little independent card shop. I haven't found, there used to be Maggie's and Stone in the World, which was amazing. So I need to find another card shop like that. That would probably be my favourite shop. What are you going to study at uni, why you chose it, and what are you most excited for? So, a bit of backstory. I started university straight after sixth form, so in 2016. My mum had passed away 2 years previously to that, so in 2014, and I never ever dealt with it. So I went off to university, to the University of York, study psychology, and it didn't really go very well. Not dealing with grief did not serve me well at all. It bubbled up in the form of anxiety and depression, and it got so bad I firstly had to retake first year, but then that didn't work out, so I had to drop out completely. And this was January last year. So since January last year I've been recovering, going through grief counselling, doing as much as I can to make myself feel more like me, and it's worked. I feel so much better. I feel like the Lizzie before all of the mum stuff happened. I feel so much better. So now I'm going to university this September. I am going to study English literature and journalism. Since starting my blog I have discovered such a love for writing, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited to learn how to write properly, to, you know, read all the amazing books, analyse them, meet new people. I'm really excited. Why did I choose my university, I assume? Because it's beautiful. No. Because it just felt right. It felt like a very me university. It's about 50 minutes from where I live, so it's perfect. I can live at home, so I don't need to worry about halls, which was quite anxiety provoking for me. Halls was not great. So yeah, and it's also really good for English. What I'm most excited for? Just get a step back into learning, yeah, and to meet all the new people. I really hope I get on with them. But yeah, that's what I'm most excited for. Favourite place you've ever been? My favourite place in the world is Cornwall. I love the sea so much. I was born in Dorchester, Dorset, so that's relatively by the sea, and just all my life I've absolutely adored the sea. So Cornwall is my favourite place in the whole world. It's also mine and my boyfriend's kind of place that we go to. I think we've been there 3 times now, and I just adore it so much. I also went to Budapest this year, which was incredible and so beautiful, and I could go there time and time again. It's so stunning. And generally just like wherever my favourite people are, that's my favourite place to be. But the beach is just my happy place. My top 3 comfort foods. Chocolate, I think, is one of every girl's top comfort food. Fruit, for me, I just love fruit, and it helps me nourish my body, and if I'm ever having a down day and I don't really want to eat, I'll just eat fruit, and I know it's giving me the vitamins and stuff I need to get through the day. And the third one, Will's Toasties. My boyfriend does the best toasties. If ever you like staying around with him or something, get him to make you a toastie. The best. If you had an unlimited budget, what would be your dream day out? Go see a musical in London, because I love musicals so much. Probably like Wicked or Les Mis or, I don't know, or The Lion King. That's so good. And then probably with all my family and friends as well. And then we'd go to Brighton to be by the sea, and we'd all have lovely food on the beach and hire out as many dogs as we could, as many puppies as we could, so I could just be on the beach with all my favourite people and all these puppies. That would just be the dream. So yeah, that would be my ideal day. Favourite makeup product? I love Rimmel London lipsticks. I've got number 3, the Kate one, number 3 on now. They're just my favourite lipsticks. But I'm not really into, like, I'm not very picky with what makeup I have. I just pick what works and what doesn't break me out, basically. Also, Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye, one of the 2, mascara. That is my favourite mascara. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a cowgirl. Nobody believes me when I say this, but my mum bought me a Western style outfit for a party when I was little, and ever since then I was like, I'm going to be a cowgirl. I'm going to go to the Wild West and I'm going to be a cowgirl. Didn't work out, but yeah, I wanted to be a cowgirl. Or a primary school teacher, because my year 1 teacher was called Mrs. Smith and I adored her, and I was like, I want to be like you when I grow up. So yeah, either a cowgirl or a primary school teacher, none of which I'm going to be. But yeah, that's what I wanted to be when I was little. What is the worst thing about your illness? Okay, so for those of you who do not know, I struggle with anxiety and depression, but I also struggle with chronic illnesses. So when I dropped out of university last January, and I started dealing with all the grief, it kind of manifested in pain throughout my body. I went to the doctors, it was primarily in my legs, so I went to a leg specialist, and he diagnosed me with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. If you don't know, fibromyalgia is usually caused by a big traumatic event in your life which messes up the hormones in your brain, which then, not very technical, but messes up the pain receptors in your body, so you feel like you've got pain in your body when you don't. It's not easy to live with at all, and also have chronic fatigue, which means I have to manage what I do every day. I have to sleep quite a lot more than the usual person, and it's not the best illness to have, but it's as a result of not dealing with the grief when I could have dealt with it. Like, it all came out all at once, which just wasn't great for me. So the worst thing about it, probably not being able to do the stuff I want to do. I can't do a whole week of, say, 20,000 steps every day, because I would just crash and I'd be exhausted. So I can't really do what I want to do every single day. I have to manage what I do when I do it, and I have to make sure if I have a really busy day that I have the day free or not doing much stuff the day after, so that I can manage my energy levels and I don't end up completely wiped out. So that's probably the most difficult thing. What is your dream job? Be a writer, whether that's for a magazine as a self-help section, or I don't know, I don't really want to write my own book about self-help. I feel that's a bit not really up my street, but maybe do a magazine about self-help and chronic illnesses and depression and anxiety and grief, and just something that people can turn to when they feel lost, when they feel like nobody else around them understands what they're going through. They can just turn to what I've written and it will help them in some way. That is my utter dream. So hopefully once I finish university I can start that dream, but yeah, that would be my ideal job. Easy one. Do you like coffee? No. I like it if it's got milk in it and a shot of vanilla, but then is that really coffee? I don't know. I love the smell of it and I like coffee cake, but I'm not a coffee fan. What's your favourite book? One that springs to mind is Harry Potter. I just love Harry Potter. I know some people absolutely hate it and they think it's written really badly, but I just love them. They're so much better than the films, so if you haven't read them I would really recommend it. Yeah, they're just my favourite. I'm on book 4 at the moment because I never read them when I was little. I wasn't a bookworm when I was little at all, and now I love reading, so I'm on book 4 at the moment. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know where I see myself next year, let alone 5 years. Hopefully living with Will. In a house, maybe have a dog or a pet of some kind. I would have finished uni by then, so in a job that I love, hopefully. And all I can wish for is to be surrounded by my family, friends and people that I love, so that's what I'd like to be in 5 years' time. What's your favourite season? Spring, because you've gone through all the winter, you've gone through all the dark afternoons and evenings, and you can just look forward to all the blossom coming out and the animals running around, and you know that summer's coming, and oh, I love spring. What do you do on a down day? Talk. I am such an advocate for talking therapy. Whenever I feel sad or pressured or stressed, I try my absolute best to talk to someone about it. I am not someone who naturally opens up, no matter how much it may look like I'm not. I bottle things up, and I always have. So it is quite a struggle for me, but I always make sure that I try and talk to someone, just so that, you know, a problem shared is a problem halved. As cheesy as that is, it's true. So if I can find a bit of reassurance or a bit of support from someone that I love, that really, really helps me. Do you personally prefer flat lays or photos of yourself? I prefer creating flat lays because I can be really artistic, I can get the right shot, and I can just play around with light. I love doing that. That just feeds my creative side. I am so bad in front of the camera. My friends will vouch for this. I do not know what to do with myself. But then I also love looking back at the photos because Will is usually my photographer, so he would just make me laugh. So looking back at those photos and thinking what a lovely day we had, I love that. But I definitely prefer being behind the camera than in front of it. How long have you and Will been together? So I met him at school in sixth form. We got the same bus because we used to live by each other, and we're also in the same psychology class first year. And then second year he was bad at psychology, so I kind of helped him study and stuff like that. And then we got together at the end of sixth form and went to prom together, which was lovely. So that was 2016, so 3 years. Been together 3 years now. Best tip for long-term relationships: communicate. The amount of arguments Will and I could have prevented just by communicating what we thought, and saying when something wasn't right is ridiculous. So communicate. Talk to your loved one. If something is wrong, speak up. They're there not to judge you, they're there to be in a relationship with you and to just work together through it, and just communicate as much as you can. The good stuff and the bad stuff. And also just try and do little things that make them happy. Say, go and buy them their favourite chocolate bar, or tidy up if they don't like mess. My Will doesn't like mess. Just do something that will make them happy, and it just shows that you love them and appreciate them. Biggest apprehension about university? People not liking me. I am socially, I have social anxiety basically. I always worry that people aren't going to like me, that they're talking about me behind my back. Yeah, that's probably my main thing, with people not liking me. I'm also in a class of about 8 people, so I'm a bit worried that we're not going to get on. But apart from that, the rest of uni I'm really, really excited for. So it's not too bad. Tips for rationalising things. I said this before, but just talk to people. It's so much better to find someone else's perspective instead of just doubting and worrying and just making it so much bigger in your head than it actually is. So my dad is so rational and so wise. I call him Yoda, he is that wise. So just go and talk to someone that you know is rational and they'll make it so much better, and a problem that seems so big in your head you'll realise actually isn't that big. What's something you do every single day as a form of self-care? I'll say talk to people, as I've said before. Make sure I get enough sleep, hydrate as much as I can. I drink about 2.5 litres every day just to make sure that I'm hydrated and feeling as good as I possibly can. I try and get out as much as I can to just the sun, or even if it's just a rainy day, having the fresh air. It makes such a world difference if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm having a good day. It's just nice to go outside and appreciate the world for what it is. What are you most looking forward to about uni? A lot of uni questions. Getting stuff back into learning. I think I've already said that, but I am so excited to just get in there, finish a degree and just be able to have a career, and I'm so excited. What is your zodiac sign? So my friend Alana is going to kill me because I don't know what my rising thing or my moon thing or whatever they're called are, but I am a Sagittarius, which I think fits me quite well because I'm quite opinionated. I was called a bull in a china shop when I was little, which is, you know, quite rowdy and quite boisterous. I love fiercely, I adore the people around me and they know it. And yeah, I'll just say what I think, and not in a bad way, not in an unkind way, but if something isn't right, I will speak up. So I would say Sagittarius suits me quite well. What's your go-to coffee shop order? So as I said, I don't really like coffee, but I will have it if it's 1 shot coffee, 1 shot vanilla and soy milk. I know that's such a white girl thing, but yeah, that is my coffee shop order. If I don't have to have coffee, I will usually have, I don't know, a peach iced tea or something like that. What's your favourite breakfast food? Pancakes! My dad does the best pancakes, and also Bill's do a really good stack of pancakes too. But pancakes will always be my go-to. Just a couple more because I don't want to bore you or make this such a rambling long video, but how are you doing at the moment, genuinely? I'm good. I think it was 2 weeks ago I had a really rubbish week, but I always say that healing isn't linear, and I'm gonna have rubbish weeks, I'm gonna have good weeks. That's just what it's like having a mental illness and chronic illnesses. But this week has been a really good week, so yeah, I'm feeling happy. And finally, how do you feel positive/relieve anxiety? Talk. How many times can I say that in a video? Cuddle a furry animal if you can. Go outside, get some fresh air. Sleep when you need to, eat when you need to, drink as much as you can, and just let those people around you that are really special to you know that you're struggling a bit, because they're there to help you. So just talk to them as much as you can. And I also go on Pinterest and Instagram and find some inspirational quotes or inspirational accounts that remind me that actually if they can get through it, I can get through it. And things like that really inspire me and help me to just gain perspective and be positive, and just always remember that tomorrow is a new day. So yeah, that was my little Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so sorry if I've been incredibly cringy throughout. I'm sure I probably have, but yeah, that's an introduction to my channel. I'm sure you all know who I am because you're already from Instagram. If you're not, I will pop it down below so you can follow my journey and see what I'm up to. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!